Oh, correct.
Cahuenga, Sherman Way, Venice,
6 properties.
Yukon, which you still
7.
own. Yeah.
7 properties.
And then you sold all of those except for Yukon eventually, bought and sold, traded up.
Yeah.
And then the last 3, Venice, Sherman Way, and Cahuenga were the last 3 that he sold in residential. He got out of residential, and that's when you and I helped him get into commercial.
Right.
Okay.
And now we have the 2 commercial buildings.
Why did I get out of residential?
That's the question. You're obviously a seasoned real estate investor. What made you think about getting out of multifamily residential? What made you think of going into commercial? And why didn't you do it sooner?
Okay. I didn't do it sooner because I was young. I was full of energy. I was able to deal with all the problems that real estate have. As I get
Especially
older,
apartment buildings.
And the people who live in
Tenants,
the apartment.
toilets,
Okay.
And toilets and trash.
Okay.
That's great.
and the people is the biggest problem. Okay, they stop paying you. You have to chase them out, especially in a low income, like in Venice. In Venice, they didn't have that problem, but in the other 2, well, last one, yes, I did have it, which is a Sherman Way and the one that is in Cahuenga Boulevard. Both of them in North Hollywood.
¿Cuántas veces te llamaron a las 4 de la tarde, a las 5 de la tarde un viernes por un leak que empezó el martes?
Yes, that happened very often.
Yeah.
That they call me, let's say at 6 o'clock in the evening, any day.
Yeah.
6 o'clock in the evening, Mr. Rodriguez, I have this problem. I say, okay, how long ago this thing started? Say, oh, it started this morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. I say, why do you call me
12
at
hours
6
later.
o'clock at night to solve a problem?
Yeah.
We could have fixed this early in the morning. Well, we went out and we came back, and then I realized that the problem is still here.
Yeah.
And that's when I call you.
Yeah.
Okay, but what happened after all my energies? They're not gone. I still have the energy.
Sure.
Okay, don't take me wrong. But my point of view was that I was ready to retire. I didn't want to have those headaches anymore. And then Adrian told me about something called
Your other son.
Triple-Net. I didn't know what a Triple-Net was. Okay? Then I talked to Martin, and Martin explained to me a Triple-Net. Then finally we sold the buildings, and you came into the picture, and you helped me to buy those 2 properties. That I'm very, very happy. You helped me to get the loan.
Yes.
Yes, you helped me to get the loan. That was a very difficult loan to get because it was not a rental property. The apartment, it was business.
Oh, the commercial loan.
Commercial loan.
Yeah.
It took me a while. I almost was not able to get it, even though I have a heck of a good credit record.
Well, because commercial lending is not your regular type of lending where it's just, oh, what's your credit score? It's a lot more goes into
Bond
it.
conflict. Yeah, okay.
And you're able to do financing all 50 states, right?
All 50 states.
Yeah.
You have done what you did in Florida the other day. One.
But you did the legwork for me
Finding the
to
property.
finding the property.
Yeah.
And
And you had a very interesting list
Oh
of
my
things
God.
that you wanted. You had a very specific, it was like 15 things.
No, there were about 7 or
It's
8.
real
Unless
simple.
I had
A place with no taxes. I want high rent,
No
no
taxes.
taxes.
Population over 1 million. You had like 8 things. When I literally,
What
when
was
I
this
saw
list?
that, I didn't bring it with me, but
I have it.
when I responded to the email, I said, no problem. What did I say? I said, where do you want the stable for unicorns?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
But we
let
found
me
it.
tell you one thing,
We found it.
seriously. I give you 4 or 5, maybe 6, 7, I don't know, guidelines,
Yeah.
okay? And one of them was a state that didn't have property tax.
Not state taxes,
State
state
tax.
income tax.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
No
tax-free
state income
states.
tax.
Estate tax.
There's 7 of them.
Estate
Yeah,
tax.
so we ended up finding. So what were the other criteria? So no state income tax, population over a million,
Over a million.
in the city, or in the county for that area.
Okay.
I forget
Yeah.
exactly, but it was yeah.
15 years,
15-year lease.
15-year lease requirement.
which means a brand new building.
For the most part, I mean, you could find a brand new lease on an existing building, but it's not as common. Usually, it's a brand new building.
Okay.
So, and you wanted a new 15-year lease, so you wanted a new building, so they wouldn't have issues of deferred maintenance and that sort of thing.
The other thing that I remember was when you introduced me to your lawyer, that represent you and now represent me.
Bill Buckner.
Okay, and the guy was great. That lawyer was great. He
Yeah,
picked
you
up
have
the
your
right guy.
resources to
He
go
picked
out
up
there
the
and look
right
at the
guy.
contract.
Okay, then he came back with my loan, sign in, and from that day on, I am retired and I am relaxing. I used to be
No,
like
no, no,
this,
no, no, no.
now I am like this.
Like this.
He'll be on vacation and calls me
Yeah.
from his trip. They were in Argentina, or no, you were on the cruise going to, you flew to Argentina.
I flew to Argentina.
Yeah, they got to Argentina. Hey, I need you to do me a favor. So what? I forgot. They're sending the commercial real estate company sending me a check. I need you to deposit the money. I'm on vacation. I said, Dad, why are you getting a check? Like a real check? He goes, yeah. I go, why aren't you just doing direct?
Well, any other question that you would like me to answer you? If you have any...
You had an interesting situation with the Dollar General in Houston. The Wolf flood.
Oh, yes.
And
6 months after he bought it.
6 months after you bought it, como 6 pies de agua.
6 pies de
Hurricane. Which hurricane was that?
I can't remember.
You
It was a
remember?
big hurricane, believe me.
Yeah, I have to look that one up. It was, I'll remember, but I can't remember.
We did a
And
research.
the most important question is, how much rent were you out?
None.
None.
None. But
They still
you,
kept paying.
before I bought the...
Remember the first property I showed you, I think was in Holly Hill, Florida. Yo te había dicho que yo no te iba a enseñar ninguna propiedad que no le enseñaría a mi propio padre.
Yo sé que tú me dijiste
Okay.
eso, y yo te lo creo.
And I saw that Holly Hill, Florida property, which Holly Hill,
Daytona.
Florida. It's right next to Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
And I said, I think my old man would like this property. But I said, no, I'm working on it. I think I'm going to show it to him. I showed it to you. You weren't super thrilled about it. And
I
you
was
said,
or
no,
was not?
You weren't. There was
You were
something-
so-
I think maybe you didn't like. I think there was 9 years of term que quedaba. Quedaban 9 años.
Okay.
Y tú, you were firm on your 15.
Oh, 15,
you
yes.
know?
I was firm with the 15
And
because
when you-
based
when-
on my age, okay, the only thing
No,
I
I
feel
know.
sorry is that these people aren't going to get anything.
We're going to sell that property and get a new one. Now's the time to switch it up.
No, it's not. And I showed my dad that property,
Oh, you did?
and he pulled the trigger.
Yeah, so you did.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, yeah.
He got it?
Yeah, they own the Holly
Yeah.
Hill.
I sent you a picture with us in front of Daytona 500.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. You know, there's a lot of people that own apartment buildings, and they're like you. They owned it free and clear. They didn't have a loan on it on a lot of these properties, so they're saying, "Well, I don't need to get a whole lot in rent. You know, I'm getting what I'm getting, and that's fine." But then when you sit down and you compare the numbers, comparando lo que the property is worth today and what you could be getting, and comparing to what the property was worth when you bought it and what you're getting, that number is really high. That percentage is really high. But when you say whatever you were getting in rents compared to what its value is today at 1.7 million, sometimes you're looking at, you're really only making 1%.
Oh, no, I don't know how much that guy...
2%,
I
you know,
don't
2.5%, 3% if you're lucky, especially in a state like California. And we traded that, and now you're making I think an average of 7%
or more.
7.
Let me put it this way. What I make, I don't spend it. Even though I try, unless I go crazy. But having a normal life, okay, going 2-3 times out of town, and having a party in my house. That's it. I don't need. I go and visit my other son in Nashville 3 times a year, and then I go to Miami, Florida 3 times a year, which is the same trip.
Right.
And then I take a vacation like the one that he just mentioned. I flew to Argentina. We went all the way down to the tip, and then we came all the way to Los Angeles.
So traded up from multifamily to retail, you doubled what you were making
That's
on
right.
that investment
On the
And-
cash flow.
on the cash flow, and you minimized to zero
The
your
expense.
liabilities and expense on the
The
property
expense. The headaches.
because they pay for the insurance, the property insurance,
They
they
pay
pay
for
for the
everything.
property taxes, they pay for the rent, obviously. And if anything breaks, if anything needs maintenance, if anything needs repairs,
They pay
it's
for
all on them. There's nothing
Right.
that's on you. Zero landlord responsibilities.
That is the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Okay?
That comes into play in what you first did. You gave me a list of specific requirements. You didn't just say, bring me something that I'm going to make 10% on, that I'm going to make 8% on. You can get something in Havana, Arkansas. There is a Havana, Arkansas. It's about this big, and who knows if it's going to be there next year. No offense to Havana, Arkansas, sorry. But the point is, if you got good real estate, someone's going to want to be there.